Francesca's been living here for 1 month.
1 month now.
Yeah, but she's married.
I'm married, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So how long have you been married for?
9 months now.
9 months?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's less than a year, so it doesn't count.
Yeah,
and they've been to the Philippines, and now they're in Vietnam. So I'm gonna ask, so do you prefer the Philippines or Vietnam? Now, as far as tourism goes, this one's gonna be a little bit more personal. Philippines and Vietnam were my two options personally. Now that I've been in Vietnam for 6 months, I was just police. So what I want to know is, why is this happening? Philippines becoming more expensive, especially for foreigners who come here to teach English. It's crazy because, honestly, I find it very interesting. There is a mass migration going on. There's a lot of attention that has been driven towards Southeast Asia, always has been, but is becoming increasing more and more. You know, and this is just my opinions, by the way. You know, you got to remember that. Okay, so let's talk Philippines or Vietnam first. The reason why I'm making that is because a lot of people who watch my videos like Philippines content. Now, I'm just offering a sample here, okay? I've been in Vietnam for 6 months, so I'm offering a sample. If you don't like the way it tastes, you'll forget about it in 5 minutes. But you might love it, and you might think, hey, maybe Vietnam is an option. You know? But it depends. It'll be different for whether you're coming for vacation or to live.
There is no place I'd rather be than right here next to you. And I truly love to talk about your lovers, old and new. You never spare me details as you confide in me. I smile and give.
You know, so it's fascinating right now because there's so much attention on Philippines and Southeast Asia in general, always Thailand. Definitely, specifically right now, I think the Philippines. Seems like there's a lot more attention that's heading now towards Vietnam. And you may be wondering, you're like, bro, you're an idiot. You're filming while you're driving right now, and you're absolutely right. I am an idiot. And I hope the police don't see me because they're gonna shake me down for my money for sure. But this is why I love Asia. There's a sense of freedom here. Amidst it all. Oh shit. Wow. There literally was just police. Police at that. Wow, good thing. That guy was wiping his face. The police was wiping his face. I had time to put the camera down. But there's a sense of freedom here that you don't see in other places, you know? It's still very conservative, and they have their own social, cultural rules here that are very strict. But there's a real sense of freedom here. Okay, so I pulled over real quick just to get some shade, but this lady called me over, so I'll put her on the video. Xin chào. Chào. Yeah, bao nhiêu? Oh, 200 or 20? 20,000? Is this phô mai? Phô mai? Not phô mai? How about for just mode? 10? Yeah, just mode. How about Nam Yang? Mode, Nam Yang. Okay. Okay. Nam Yang? Okay. Okay, she's pissed. She wanted me to buy more, but it's okay. I don't want to, you know, whatever. I guess I could have bought some more. Anyways, the point is, Vietnam's awesome. Like, for instance, people on the scooters here, right? And then the lady's right here selling her, you know, she's selling her goods. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then how do you like it so far, the first month?
I like it very much. The vibes that are here, it's plenty of energy, so it's very good. Very different from Europe, and I like it so far. But maybe at some point it will be a little bit overwhelming. I don't know. Let's see. At the moment, I'm very happy. So
I've been seeing more and more YouTubers on YouTube talking about Vietnam. A lot more discussion about it. Seems like this is the next spot because Thailand's been hit hard. Cambodia is still in a really early stage of development, but it's still very popular. And with Thailand getting hit hard, it's very developed. It's getting more expensive. It's still relatively cheap comparatively to other parts of the world, but it's getting more expensive. Okay, so then she's been living here for 1 month. Right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And you work for a Swiss company, you don't have to say, and they transferred you here.
Yeah.
So are you on like a contract, or like is there a set amount of time, or is it?
I work for the HQ, which is in Switzerland, and they proposed to me to come to Vietnam because I asked them to be relocated to Asia. So
Yeah.
They chose the location,
Yeah.
but I said to them I would like to go from Switzerland to Asia.
But Vietnam's in this weird little niche where their economy is taking off very quickly, very fast. I don't know if that's a house or a business, but at the same time, it's still very affordable. You know, it's in this weird little pocket right now. Especially for foreigners who come here to teach English, it's crazy because they pay a lot of money in comparison to the cost of living. You know, you can be a teacher here and show up first year and make like $15 to $25 an hour. You know, depending. 25 is pushing it, but you for sure can. You know, those are the outer limits. But on average, you'll for sure make about $20 an hour. You know, it's pretty crazy comparatively to the cost of living. Some of the really cool different things about Asia is, I mean, for instance, this guy right behind me, you know, he's on the street here in one of the business districts in Ho Chi Minh City. And he's got like a sewing machine. He's out there like every day too. I see his stand always out there, and he's always got a bunch of stack of clothes. I don't know if he's altering or what he's doing, but the point is, it's very easy to live here. Any kind of service you need, everything, it just gets done like that. I mean, you can just, anything, you know, there's so many businesses. I think because the economy's less strong here, more people have their own businesses. So everyone's kind of got like multiple jobs or side hustles, and they're always really eager to work. It's very easy transition for a foreigner to come here. You know, anything you need done. There's more options. It's hard to explain, but it's just more efficient here, I guess you could say, in a lot of ways. It's hot as balls out today, so I need to go get a water. Here, come on. People here, this is Matt and Nat. Right? Yeah. They live in Hong Kong, so they're actually on vacation here, and they've been to the Philippines, and now they're in Vietnam. So I'm gonna ask, do you prefer the Philippines or Vietnam?
They're so different.
So different, yeah. I think we like them both for separate reasons. Like our trip to Vietnam is very different from our trip to the Philippines.
Okay.
For
Scuba
Beach,
diving.
right? Yeah, swimming.
scuba diving, nice weather, chilling out here. It's obviously a lot more about the food, culture, the history, that kind of stuff.
So what islands did you guys go to? Do you remember?
Philippines, we were on Bohol,
Okay.
and Panglao. Yeah.
What was it? Panglao?
Panglao is like a little
Panglao.
island
Oh, okay.
attached to Bohol.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we were there. So it was so beautiful, yeah.
It's probably crazy scuba diving, huh?
Amazing.
Yeah. Did you guys go to the city, Manila?
We
Just
airport.
for the airport.
Oh, just for the airport?
Yeah,
Oh,
hard to
yeah.
say comparing being out in the city.
That's the food. What food do you like better? Philippines food or Vietnam?
I mean, I think we love Vietnamese food.
Good, right?
I mean, we like Jollibee.
yeah.
The Vietnamese stuff, we could have it breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day
Yeah.
for 3 weeks, and we're still eating different stuff.
I know.
So good.
Recommend to people coming, would you say if they want to go to the Philippines, that's more for the beach? If they want to, like you said, like the culture and the food and like the mountains, would you say go here? Like,
Yeah, I think culture, history, things like that, and the food are much better here. Philippines, most everyone we know, no matter what island they went to, it was beach, scuba, snorkel,
Yeah.
just kind of more relaxed, a very, very relaxed and chill vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I want to say too, this isn't a video to get people upset. Oh, you're comparing the Philippines and Vietnam. It's like, yeah, there is a comparison, but what's the problem with that? You can compare anything, right? If you're gonna buy a new pair of shoes, you compare the comfort to the cost, the style to the cost. I mean, everything's a comparison in life. It's nothing to be offended about. It's just natural. The reason I'm making this video is more of an information video, you know, because there is a mass migration going on. There's a lot of attention that has been driven towards Southeast Asia, always has been, but is becoming increasing more and more. And not only that, but the dynamic is changing on which countries are getting the attention. And I think I'm kind of in an area right now where, in a way, the sun's rising here. There's a lot more light that's starting to be shed on Vietnam. So what I want to know is, why is this happening? You know, what's going on? Like, why is there more attention being transferred? Is Philippines becoming more expensive? Are people just looking for something new? And I don't think, honestly, in my opinion, it's quite happened yet. I think still the bulk of people want to go to the Philippines. A lot of my viewers, they all watch Filipino content. You know, I had one video that kind of got some traction in the Philippines, and it brought me a lot of traffic of Philippines content.
3 weeks in Vietnam as opposed to 3-4 days in the Philippines. So I think I don't want to give the Philippines a disservice,
Yeah,
but we
I hear
have
ya.
loved Vietnam, but equally we love the Philippines for what it was.
Yeah, you need some time.
It's such a big place, so many islands, so many places to see.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm trying to make videos to talk about both. Philippines and Vietnam were my two options personally. I was either going to stay in the Philippines or I was going to stay in Vietnam. And I had to make a decision. And obviously for the last 6 months, I've been in Vietnam. Now, I spent 2 months in Philippines. And now that I've been in Vietnam for 6 months, I don't think I could go back and live in the Philippines. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's just easier to live here. Traffic's less bad, it's easier to get around. The difference between at least Manila and Ho Chi Minh City is the traffic is easier here. There's a lot more motorbikes, so the flow is much better here. Whereas in Philippines, there's a lot more buses, less motorbikes, and more cars. So it gets traffic jammed bad. I mean, it gets nasty in Manila. On most levels, cheaper. It depends. Housing can be pretty cheap in Manila because they have so many buildings. It's all pretty similar, by the way. But I think overall, man, it's tough. You know, in Manila, unless you're maybe retired more, you know, or just kind of work at home. You know, and this is just my opinions, by the way. You know, you got to remember that. Now, as far as tourism goes, this one's gonna be a little bit more personal. Obviously, the Philippines has a ton of beaches. There's over 7,000 islands, amazing beaches there. I went to Cebu, I went to Siquijor, I went to Bohol, and those beaches are all phenomenal there. Now with Vietnam, they do have a couple beaches here. They have like Munay, Nha Trang, Da Nang. They have a ton of them, obviously along the coast, but those are some really popular ones. I haven't been yet. I've heard they're good, but they're not like the same as the Philippines. They also have Phu Quoc, which is like very beautiful there. But Vietnam has, you know, like Hoi An. It has like Sapa up in the mountains near China. It has a lot of different stuff, you know. And a lot of people do the tour. You know, they do like the Hai Giang Loop through the north, and they take that whole motorbike trip all up through the north, and that's a beautiful trip too. But I think the main things is the beach, whether you like the beach or not. You know, here you can take the train, you can take buses. It's a lot more easier to obviously get around by land. Whereas in the Philippines, you know, you gotta take more flights or ferries. Now I will say though, it's generally relatively inexpensive unless you're going to like a destination like Palawan or, you know, Boracay in the peak season, then it'll obviously be more expensive. Foreigners that are gonna come visit, it's still a great deal relatively, you know, for the cost overall. Don't think that Vietnam doesn't have nice beaches, they do. But obviously, people don't usually come here for the beaches. But it's nice because you can make a trip and you can hit everything. You can hit the beach, you can hit the mountains, you get it all, and the city. So she is from Italy but lives in Switzerland? No, sorry. Italian.
I'm from the Italian part of Switzerland. I know it's complicated.
She's third generation Italian Swiss, right? Or Swiss Italian.
Yeah.
Swiss
you can
Italian.
say that.
I didn't know. How long do you think you're gonna stay in Vietnam? You think for a long time, or?
I'm open to it. Maybe at least 2 years.
Okay.
Just because I would like to really understand the culture.
Yeah.
And everything, how it works. So let's see, at least 2 years, but then who knows?
All right, Francesca, thank you.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
How easy it would be to fall for you, but that of